Hi guys, welcome to
Medical Monday.
Today is another special episode.
Mm-hmm.
We are going across the street to interview a fellow friend and travel nurse and her husband.
Yep, this is their first assignment. They just started roughly, about 2 months ago.
Same time as I did.
Yeah, right around the same time. And yeah, so we're going to go over and do a quick interview with them, let you see their setup and their rig.
Yeah,
and
they have an awesome setup.
Yeah, and we're going to sit down and talk with
really
them.
Cool.
And yeah, hopefully you guys can learn something. And we're encouraging you guys to follow your dreams. So come on along, let's go check out Bill and Denise.
This is our 2018 Heartland Road Warrior 427, so 42-foot fifth wheel with double patios, which we will see in a minute here. It's enormous. So
And it's a beautiful setup. Bedroom slide?
Our living room slide with couch and refrigerator and everything is unlocked. And the back half is our garage. Gas tanks for your toys, for filling up your toys.
Now, is this has two restrooms in?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a restroom up there where that window is.
And then, of course, we got another deck.
This is our back patio. We bought this in the beginning of August of this year. So we've had it. We went full time on the 27th of August.
And of course, they got it decorated right now
Christmas.
for Christmas.
So this fits into my garage. This is the reason that we got the toy hauler, so that we could keep the Harley.
And of course, you got a separate door for the garage here.
Yep. And this is our side patio, which we spend about 90% of our time.
And they do, guys. They're out here all the time. But let's go up top there and check this out. And what size you say that is?
So 42 inch.
42 inch. They got their Christmas tree here, guys. I think those are our presents now. I'm not sure. And of course, they got their nice little setup here for them to sit down and relax. And they have an awesome view of our rig right over there.
I really like that we have the big sink. These things come out, it's not split, so it's double. So our kitchen, one of the things that I loved about this kitchen is that it has drawers. A lot of the fifth wheels that we looked at that have the side deck, which was an absolute must, they didn't have drawers. So these have full drawers, and where do you put your silverware if you don't have drawers? So
This is nice.
yeah. It's got the sprayer and everything, so.
Of course, I've done view back.
Oven, convection microwave, full fridge instead of just a tiny little one. So, and then up here is the bedroom. King bed. Lots of storage, lots of closet space.
Nice.
Okay, so here's the bathroom. Full bathroom, full shower tub thing. Oh,
Very nice. Very nice. Very homey. Very homey.
you don't want a lot of video time on the toilet.
That's too right.
Up there's our bunk, which is storage.
Yeah, this is a full bunk, and there's behind the TV facing the bunk, there's shelves for storage, but we just use the whole thing as just some storage since we don't have kids. The ladder goes up there. Back here is the garage, which when we're on the road, hauls the Harley and the barbecue.
Very nice.
So hardly ever use that back deck, but it's got two bunks. This one comes down. It can either be a bed or it can be
Folds into like a picnic table.
a
with
table
in the
with
middle.
bench seats. And then bunk up there, which obviously we use for storage. So
Very
it has another
nice.
TV up here
Can't have enough TVs.
that we've never used. Just like the one in the master, we never use that TV either. So sink, and then there's a little
There's
potty
a
room
little
there that we
bathroom
kind of
that we-
turned into a closet.
It's kind of our closet.
Ah, that's a good
Yes,
idea
it
too,
is.
because who needs a bathroom outside?
Yeah.
It's our coat closet, I guess.
Very cool.
Okay, guys, so this is Bill and Denise, and they have a beautiful home. And thank you guys so much for allowing us to come over and sit down and talk and share, for you guys to share. So let's go ahead and let's just start off with Bill real quick. Bill, what did you do before you decided to follow your sweetheart into this wonderful realm of travel nursing?
Well, I'm a chef by trade, and I've managed a restaurant and ran the kitchen, was the head chef there for the last 16 years. It's been a passion of mine. I've kind of had two lives. First half of my life I did construction, and as you get older that's a little rough on the body, and I decided I've always enjoyed cooking, so I went back to school and got my degree in that, and here we are.
Yeah, here you are. And it's a great here you are too. And we're so fortunate to have met you guys. It's been a blessing and a pleasure. Denise, share your part of the story.
Well, I have always wanted to travel, and because financially, I knew that I would need to work in order to travel. So, obviously travel and nursing fit into that. So before, when we were still in North Idaho, I was working two jobs, two different hospitals, one in Spokane and one in Coeur d'Alene, and working about 60 hours a week. And that was a lot of work and not so much fun. So we had talked about doing travel nursing, and I knew that I always wanted to do that. I thought that we would do it a little bit later in life, but 2 years ago was diagnosed with breast cancer. So that kind of changed our timeline a little bit. We got through that and decided that now is the time. We're never guaranteed tomorrow, so that was kind of an eye-opener. And so better late or better now rather than late or never.
Yeah. So when did you start then?
When did I start?
Yeah,
nursing?
the travel nurse part.
So with the breast cancer, that speeded everything up. We got through treatment. We decided, you know what, we've just got to go for it. Scary as it is, it's terrifying. Was terrifying. But we made the goal at the beginning of the year that by the end of the year we were going to be out and exploring and actually living life. A lot of times we talked about this often, that we were kind of going through the motions and existing and not truly living. So got everything in order and left our home in Coeur d'Alene on September 1st. But we
And then
left
started.
the north and really set out on the adventure September 1st. And now doing my first travel assignment and absolutely love it. And I've been very blessed that I've heard a lot of people having bad travel nursing experiences, and you hear of mean nurses, or there's always that one. But I've been very blessed that this hospital's been very welcoming. It's great for a new travel nurse. They've been very supportive. All the nurses have been fabulous. So, and I'm learning a ton. I thought that I had learned a lot at my home hospital, but every hospital does things a little bit different, and you're dealt with a little bit different. I'm a med-surg tele nurse, and you're dealt with a little bit different dynamics of patients in every hospital. So I feel like it's helping me to grow professionally a lot.
Yeah.
That was a question I had. Yeah, exactly. How do you feel that travel nursing has enhanced your career?
Oh gosh. Well, as I mentioned, I've learned a ton more. You learn new ways of doing the same thing, and you get, you're stretched more, so you're not stuck in your little rut. And my old hospital, we didn't do, for instance, we didn't personally call physicians. We had a charge nurse that did that. So I'm learning, as much as I'm not a fan of calling physicians, I'm learning how to do it. Yay! So you learn how hospitals are different, but you also learn how they are the same. So
exactly.
I think that it just helps expand your career. It helps expand your knowledge. It expands your critical thinking.
Yes.
Being able, and it also helps remind you that as a nurse, whether we're in our home hospital or whether we're traveling, we've got to be flexible and adapt to new scenarios all the time.
Yep.
So do you feel it was worth it to this, so far? I mean, are you I know you have your like moments and your why did I do this moments, and we all do, but for anyone that's out there that may be thinking about possibly doing this, but there's just that, they need that little push over the cliff, to go for it.
Yeah.
You feel it's been worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have to be honest, I think had I not had the support of Bill, I could have very easily talked myself out of travel nursing because I was comfortable. And I loved my home hospital. I loved my home floor. I loved all my home co-workers. But I'm grateful that he helped gently, not nudge me along, but kind of pull me along, because now, as I said, my career-wise, it has helped me to grow leaps and bounds, but also at home, working 60 hours. Now I work 3 12-hour shifts a week, and I'm on vacation the rest of the time.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Which is amazing. It's amazing.
Well,
We
and I
get
think
to
it's
go
brought
and
I
play
think
and
it's
do-
brought us closer together,
Yeah.
because we were always just working. Both of us work 60 hours a week without a doubt, and come home, you eat dinner and spend a little time, and now we're in a 400 square foot place that you really have to enjoy your partner and who you're with, and it's brought us that much closer, and we talk about it all the time. We made the right decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't change anything. To be honest, I wish we would have done it sooner,
Yeah.
because it's
Yes. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
it's been absolutely amazing. We've met some wonderful people
Wonderful friends.
along the
And
way.
of course, right across the street from them is Mike and Shelley, and you guys would have met them on our
On our
Verde
train trip.
Canyon train,
Yes.
train ride. So, really nice people, and that's one of the reasons why we actually came back here to this here particular site, is because we met a lot of people here last year, and you get connections, and you kind of like, even though you want to keep moving on and doing different things, you also want to come back sometimes and just get a chance to meet the people that you
Yes.
met, you know, from before.
Yeah.
So, and that's really nice. So, Bill, let's come to you since Denise has mentioned you. We're going to bring you back into this. Me and you have a similar story to where we are riding along right now, being very supportive of our wives in their careers. So,
his
what I
weight.
want you to do is give your side of the story of being a travel nurse husband.
Like a day in the
Okay,
life.
what do you, I mean, kind of like, yeah, I mean, quickly, I mean, I know you're doing the cooking because he's a chef, guys. He's doing, and boy, can he cook.
Yes, I do the cooking. My day begins
You do everything.
on work days. Since we have a fifth wheel, we do not pull a toad, as they call them, as you guys have. So my day begins about 4:50 when she gets up and gets in the shower. I take the dogs to the dog park in the morning, and then I come back and I get the coffee going, and I make her lunch, and then we head out of the house about 6 o'clock, and I get her to work and back, and taking care of the dogs and cleaning house and things like that. Yeah,
Laundry that you love.
but I'm finding it hard at times to keep as busy as I was. That's been a big transition for me. I'm not a reader. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a PS4 guy or anything like that. So that's been a little bit of a struggle trying to keep myself busy.
And you're
in that aspect.
transitioning from working at least 60 hours a week to
This.
not so much. To a life of semi-leisure. I mean,
Yeah.
I always tell them I am a full-time job, but
So that's been an adjustment, but I mean it's still new. I'll find my niche of
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
You know, I know I am going to check down here and see what kind, if hoping there needs some help, you know, to do a little bit of work campaign
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and then you know, the motorcycle rides with my friends.
Yeah. And we got one coming up
and
here.
some golf. You know, I want to
Yeah.
start playing a little more golf than I have been playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an adjustment, but I think we've adjusted well from, you know, we had a 3,000 square foot house on a half an acre, and this is what we're in now with 2 dogs. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, I wouldn't change anything now no chance.
Yeah.
I'm happy what we're doing.
and I will say that, as I'm sure Katie would too, that having you do everything that you do for me makes this so easy for me. Like I said, I feel like I'm on vacation because, you know, yes, I go to work 3 days a week, but he gets everything
Yeah,
ready for me, takes care, you know, so I just go to work and then everything's taken care of while I'm working. So on my days off, we can go and explore and play, and so that's that, you know, you feel like you're constantly on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
So-
to have 4 days off in a week together, that would happen to
Nice
us
water.
maybe once every couple years.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have to take a vacation for that to happen. I mean, because I worked weekends and then nursing. You guys don't have a set schedule, so a lot of the days that I was off, she was still working, and then a lot of the days she was off, I was still working. So we might get a day a week together or whatever, do something.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's been like, wow, look at all the time we have
Yeah.
to do and see and explore, and that's the biggest. That was one of the biggest things we wanted to do, is we want to see the country and see what's out there.
Yes.
And we
meet
enjoy each other's company, so it works out well.
So what would you say
And
to
we have
people?
made lifelong friends.
So what would you say to nurses that are considering going into this field to be a travel nurse, and the pros, obviously, that you already know, for living in an RV versus what you may think, or the negatives that shunned you away from going into the apartments or renting a place and whatnot?
Well, our main concern, because we have 2 little puppies, was, to take company housing would be more difficult to find because of the puppy situation. So, and we couldn't just leave them home. So that just wasn't going to happen. I had also heard stories of company housing not being everything that they had said that it was going to be. So that made me a little nervous. The fact that I wanted my husband with me, and the fact that he could drive the fifth wheel, we just kind of decided that we wanted to take our home with us. So, and a familiar home to the puppies, because moving every 13 weeks to a different company housing and having dogs get used to, you know, an apartment, where are they going to run, all of that. So that's why we leaned towards a fifth wheel.
And company housing, I think, would be like living out of a suitcase. I would feel like I was living out of a suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here, this is our home.
personalize
This
it.
is our personal home.
Yeah.
And,
we can decorate it and have, you know, our pictures, our family with us. The challenge of doing it in a fifth wheel is that there are hospital needs in big cities. Well, you can't really get a fifth wheel downtown Los Angeles or in New York City. So you have to be able to find something that can accommodate your fifth wheel. Having quite a large fifth wheel can add a little bit more challenge, because there are parks out there that cannot accommodate this size. So that's a consideration that people need to take. For us, we felt that we needed it this big, so we're just going with it. So when the agencies have told us different opportunities, different locations, Bill immediately gets on the map and gets on the computer and starts looking for RV parks, starts on the phone, that's his deal, calling, telling them what we have, seeing if there's availability. If there isn't, then we move on to the next location. If there is, then we're golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be there for 13 weeks, so they have to have a monthly rate and things like that also.
Yeah.
Because there is places out there that will only go a month, or they only week by week, or so that was a challenge, but.
All right. Anything else? Any other words of encouragement to anybody that is out there thinking about this, other than do it, guys?
Do it. Jump in.
Yeah.
It is life-changing, but in a very, very positive way. So, and we were talking about this the other day. Wow, we went so many years just going through the motions of life instead of actually living life, and we feel that we are living life now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
best thing.
Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and sitting down and talking with us and sharing with us, but also with YouTube, you know, and those people that just are thinking about doing this.
So guys, thanks for watching this episode of Medical Monday. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like,
subscribe, and share.
And
Bye for now.
Bye.